So if you're wondering, yes, I did film a few videos in concession, so that's why you've seen the same makeup and hair and reggae ass t-shirt. But I had a few things I wanted to get done this week, so I thought I'd film a few videos in succession. I just filmed a haul video and a tutorial video on this one. This I wanted to do for a while, and it's because I didn't used to use concealers for underneath my eyes. In fact, it was just foundation. As I've gotten a little older, I've got hyperpigmentation around my eyes and on my eyelids and around the sides of my nose. So it benefits me to use it now, and also to make those highlights happen that everybody likes to get. And I did a whole like review list of my concealers that I have. I only have 3 high-end concealers. The rest are all drugstore, and I guess I'm just gonna see what I can start with my first top 3. My first top 3 concealers. You're gonna be surprised at the first one. It's e.l.f. It's the under eye concealer and highlighting, which I don't use, but I could for parties and stuff. I found that this e.l.f. concealer, its lightness actually blends really well into my skin tone. It doesn't reflect light too poorly, so it's not like bright white when you see like in the sun or the flash of light. It's a nice thin consistency, very blendable. It has it's got medium coverage, and it's lightly layerable. You don't want to put too much on or it might get cakey. It's very smooth, and it's got a peachy kind of tone to it, so if you have any purple undertones under your eyes, it really will help counteract that. I definitely recommend this product. I'm just going to swatch that side right there for you. There's e.l.f. It's pretty bright in my hand, I know. Blends out beautifully. Very pigmented. Definitely recommend, and it's only, I believe this one is only $3, maybe less. So put that in your pocket, baby. Okay, number 2 of my top is, my, where'd it go? Oh, and this one actually surprised me because I don't grab for this one very often, but it's my Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer, and mine's in Nude. Just gonna go ahead and swipe that down my finger or hand. I found that this one actually matches my skin tone almost perfectly, and it does a beautiful job at blending. I don't like to smear, I like to tap it in. It kind of disappears into your skin, not so much as you would for like your highlighting and stuff. You might need a lighter color or a highlighting color. But let's see, what else do I have written down in my little notes, my little show notes. It brightens, and it's a light medium coverage. If you add too much together though, over and over and over, it will cake up on you. I do recommend with all of my concealers setting it with like a really finely milled powder or none at all. So my favorite one is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. But if you have skin, putting powder over concealer, really heavy face powder, can really settle into your skin pores and lines and stuff. So be wary of that. Just be wary. I swear, be wary. Alright, number 1, my favorite drugstore concealer is my Instant Rewind by Maybelline in Neutralizer. And even though I don't like the way it dispenses, when I blend it into my skin and I try it out under different lights, because of its yellow tone, it just corrects all of my hyperpigmentation, and then it just doesn't crease. It feels moisturizing. Such a fluid formula. It brightens, and it has a medium to medium full coverage, and it's so smooth. Seriously, so smooth. But I think it's the best match to my skin tone if I'm not trying to like create dramatic effects. Although you can, by setting it with a lighter powder, create more dramatic effects, but I use a translucent eye powder, the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I'm just wiping that off the back of my hand. So those are my top 3 drugstores. I'm going to talk about a few more that I have though, okay? Okay. I've got this one recently, the Wet n Wild Coverall Concealer, and the only color they offered was medium. So I thought, okay, I'll try it, and what did I say about this one? It'll do, and when it comes straight out of the package, it's a pretty good coverage and color match for my little pale skin. But let me tell you something. Once it dries, it turns kind of chalky and patchy and gray. So if you're not of ashy undertones, you may not like it. And it does tend to flake off or fade away faster than any of my other liquid concealers from drugstore. See, I think I have another note on that. No. I guess I'm just gonna say it's gray chalky and turns patchy. Not my favorite, but it works in a jiff. But can you see it? It did blend into my skin, but in certain lights it's definitely gray. The first concealer I had bought for myself when I started buying concealers within the past few years, per recommendation of one of my best friends, Kim, was the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and I got it in CW04 Beige, this one here, and I think a lot of people use this one. And since I only used this one for a while solely, I loved it. I really still love the formula. I love the coverage. It's a full coverage concealer. The color is a good match. It has a peachy kind of undertone to it, and I think it sets well with a face powder. It's just not the perfect skin tone match for me when it comes to my face. It's a little too yellow sometimes for me, but I do like it, and I do like how it wears. It does last all day long, and sometimes you don't even have to set it with any of that like special powder. There you go. Love that one, and I actually have a back of that one too. I have a backup of this one as well. Did that show this one as well? Okay, yeah, that showed. Let's see, moving on to another one. I grab this one quite often because I do love the consistency of it. It's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I get it in light 10. It's super smooth, super thin, but has a good amount of impact with that pigmentation. Nice, it's slightly salmony, very brightening, and it settles well. It doesn't really sink, it stays smooth. I think it's beautiful and blends beautifully, and it's just, I love the consistency. It feels good when I'm putting it on. It feels good. Do I have any of the notes on that one? I just thought it's very thin and it blends beautifully. That was like my highlight note of this. Blends absolutely beautifully. Finally, with the liquid concealers, this is the newest one to my collection, and it's the most surprising one to my new collection because I'm actually really enjoying it. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Liquid Concealer, and the reason I picked this up is because I watched Tati. She has a gorgeous channel. She's very popular. Everybody seems to watch her. Anywho, she likes this, and I was like, well, I want to see what it's like, so I got it. It was like $3. I think it was even less than that. And it's got this long kind of applicator that's flat, and a beautiful formula. Seriously, it's like almost, it's kind of got this like gel kind of consistency to it. It thins out beautifully. It's ultra illuminating. Can you see any of that? And I like this one for highlighting, like if I wanted to do like the whole bam kind of thing. I think it's beautiful and has a nice scent to it. It's very smooth. It brightens, it has a medium coverage. I like it. The only one so far that I have not liked enough to like repurchase it ever again is the Wet n Wild Coverall. And don't get me wrong, I love my Wet n Wild. You know I do. I'm wearing some right now on my eye. Excuse me. Oh, I need a sip. Excuse me. Sip. Long talk. Ice water. Yum. Okay. I have 3 more products and then we'll be done, okay? Sorry. I have this MAC Studio Touch-Up Stick Corrector in NW15, and I've had this for a while, and I've never used it as a concealer. I will use it for spot, blend, cover with foundation because it's very light. It's very, very light, but it's perfect if I was going to do one of those cut brows and to clean up any brow stuff. I don't tend to do that because my brows are really thick, and I think for me, unless I was like going out for a night on the town, it would look really costumey, so I don't tend to do that. I think it looks nice on other people. It's a very thick formula. It will cake, it will crease, so I don't use it under my eyes ever. 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 You can use it around your lips though, if you're trying to brighten things up. Might work. Alright, another high-end product. I actually really appreciate this one. I don't use it very often because I don't very often have dark circles under my eye, but it's the Bobbi Brown Color Corrector in Light Peach. My friend Kim suggested it to me because she said that she saw one of the girls from Pixie Woo use it on a older face makeup. So you can see it's Light Peach. It comes with this tiny cute little mirror, little compact, and it's this creamy color, and it's really sticky. It's a sticky, you can see I'm pulling it, snaps. It's a sticky color, and so you see it's very salmon-y. You see that? Salmon. But I did use this, I've used this many times under my eye, and it blends beautifully and it hangs on beautifully, and it didn't cake only because I set it with an ultra finely milled powder, Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder, or not even under eye powder, it's secret brightening powder that I use exclusively under my eyes. Final one. Oh my god, thank god. Undercover Pot by Laura Mercier. That's who makes my powder for under my eyes. And this actually comes with a powder. You unscrew this pot here, and there's a very finely milled powder. It's not the secret brightening powder, but it's a beautiful powder. Then you open up this little flippy lid, and you get a powder concealer that is great. One of my favorites if I have spots that are angry. You can dab that over your acne, and it won't like aggravate it. And it's a matte finish. It's the last step you would do in your skin routine. And then it comes with this very creamy, satiny, salmon concealer that would be great for under your eyes. And you just blend it out. It's actually much lighter than my Light Peach one from Bobbi Brown, so it'd be more of a highlighting section. That is a full coverage. Both of these two are full coverage concealers. Alright, so did I talk about all of them? Laura Mercier is perfect for acne and under eye, so if you just need to want to travel and carry one package with you, take that one with you. It'll work great. It's a little more pricey though. What did I say about? I have no knowledge. Oh, the only thing with the Bobbi Brown is that you have to use powder with it. You have to find a very perfectly finely milled powder. I don't know if the e.l.f. high definition powder would work, or the Cargo high definition powder, or any of those would work. I only use the Laura Mercier one right now because it works. That's all I've got to say about it. So I know it's not like every concealer in the world. It's what I've owned and what I've used and my opinions on. And I know I just jab it on, so you didn't have to listen to the whole thing, but if you did, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll answer you right back. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. Hey, and you know what? What's really interesting is I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram, and I go by Kermit Von Frog, KERMITVONFROG. There. It ain't easy being green, but it sure is fun. Thanks for stopping by.